Hey, welcome to Cutting Horse. Cutting Horse is a demonstration garden which features over 200 species of native plants. Here we hope to educate homeowners on the value of native plants because they reduce our needs for irrigation and fertilizer.
So what is the value of this garden? Well, research shows that planting native plants in Florida will help combat and slow down climate change and habitat loss and mitigate flooding. This also connects to Sustainable Development Goal number 13, climate action. 60% of the fertilizer we use ends up in our groundwater, where it contaminates our drinking water and kills aquatic organisms. This connects to Sustainable Development Goal number 14, life below water. It is estimated that 64% of drinking water in Florida is used to water our lawns. According to the National Resource Defense Council's recent study, Florida is one of 14 states predicted to face high-risk water shortages by the year 2050. This supports Sustainable Development Goal number 6, clean water and sanitation. 99% of currently threatened species are at risk from human activities, primarily those driving habitat loss, introduction of exotic species, and global warming. That's why this project ties back to Sustainable Development Goal number 15, life on land.
So as a group project, me and Kayla came together to kind of create this compost bin. We use cinder blocks on the edge, but the main purpose of it is to create a soil type fertilizer to use for the plants. And compost is a really big importance within our environment because it reduces the amount of waste within our landfills. And a lot of organic materials like banana peels and fruit scraps, they produce a methane gas, which is really harmful to the environment. It contributes to the carbon emissions and the harmful gases that is in our atmosphere.
One of our projects this semester was to make these beautiful stepping stones. This was our first time to ever make stepping stones like this. We partnered with a local artist who is also involved in the chapter. This developed our civic dialogue skills because Meg partnered with us to ensure that the project was successful. She taught us how to make our first stepping stone, and then we were able to make the rest by ourselves.
So Meg helped us show us how to make all these stones, and she also gave us a head start by providing a few different decorative tiles. But to continue making them, we made a total of 12 stones. We really had to find more tiles. So instead of going out to stores and buying brand new tiles to use, we decided to be resourceful and call local tile stores. And multiple of them were very willing to donate some of their broken tiles or some of their old show floor tiles.
So after we were able to get all of the supplies to create these stepping stones, we all got together and dedicated time, a few hours each day actually, to grow and piece together these stepping stones in our own creative way.
So one of the projects that I did this semester was paint this wildlife mural. This is a scrub box that features some plants that we rescued from a development site. As more dry land in Southwest Florida is being developed, one of the first places that developers go is scrubs because it's high and dry. Some of the plants that we were able to rescue is this pawpaw, for example. It serves as the larval host plant for the zebra swallowtail butterfly. I wanted this project to be as cost efficient as possible. So one of the first things that I did whenever I started gathering paint is I asked some of our members to donate extra paint that they had left over in our garage. While a few members were able to source some of the paint, I was in need of green paint. You can't exactly paint a wildlife mural without green paint. Marlene, our project supervisor, recommended that I check out Lee County Hazardous Waste. There you can go and pick up salvaged paint that other homeowners have donated. What I took away from this project is being able to use critical thinking and being resourceful by sourcing paint that was either salvaged, recycled, or donated before buying new paint. During the semester, I was also able to help another member plan and lead a garden tour. The garden tour served as a source of inspiration for other homeowners who were interested in planting more natives in their yards.
Over the course of this semester, I learned the value and importance of native plants. On our first day here at Cutting Horse, Cassie and Marlene showed me and Zach around, and we realized as we were walking through the garden that there's not very clear defined pathways, and so that led us towards the Stepping Stone project. I liked how on the first day we were here, we found a problem and we set out a plan to fix it. So at the end of the semester, we now have a full path connecting a classroom to the arbors of the garden with our stepping stones.
So the big takeaways that I got from this whole project was, just like Kayla said, the importance of native plants. People think that gardening is more geared to aesthetic purposes and making your lawn and garden look very nice and colorful, but in reality, it really contributes to the wildlife around. Here, when we first came, I saw all these butterflies, these insects that I've never really seen before in my own gardens, and it stresses the importance that these native plants has on the environment. Another takeaway I got from working within this garden and within the various projects is that it really takes your own thought processing and creativity to make a project work. For example, our supervisor, Marlene, whenever we presented her with a project, she would always ask us, well, what do you want to do? We weren't told what to do. We did it with ourselves.
I'm Marlene Rodak, and I'm here at Cutting Horse, which is a Florida Native Plant Society project, and it's on a property that's owned by the city of Bonita Springs. And I just want to say how much we appreciate the FGCU students. All these projects done by FGC students make the entire project more valuable because there's a little bit of everybody in this. So when you come back, you can actually see something that you were responsible for and the growth of that project. So thanks.